Hey, can you guys hear me again? Test, test, test. Man, sorry about that. 30 minutes and we get a EU4 and OBS crash. So that's hopefully it's not the bit rate. So that's pretty bad luck, but we'll keep going here. Okay, so I think I do want to give the Livonians some stuff. We're not in that much trouble in the West. Like, they're still trying to take Avignon. Like, they've done nothing in Aragon. They've taken some Swiss stuff. And they're trying to take, what is this, Friuli? So this is not any kind of imminent thing. So let's see what we can do here. Where are you? Yeah, I don't know what it is with OBS. When I do the local recordings, it does just fine. And then when I try to stream too, it's like I'm just asking too much of it. Or something. I don't know. These guys, is Estonia allied? Lithuania and Poland. Okay. So let's say we just want to give, how much would this cost to give to the Livonians? That's like full war score. And we're not even close to that. But we can keep pushing here. Guess it didn't like the higher bit rate. Honestly, OBS was crashing on me at the lower bit rate too. We'll take the stab here. The EU4 crash was different. And we can do Sunday school, sure. But every once in a while, EU4 crashes. Like, you guys know this game is kind of spaghetti code. I love it, but I think that's true. Why are you still up here? Okay, they are... Okay, they're pushing in the west a little bit. They took one fort. So that's not that big of a deal. Once I get imperialism, it'll really let us help out, like, our orders up here. Yeah, 12-year-old code base. It is an engaging mess. That's correct. I think it would be really impressive to make a game this big and complicated and not have like any kind of jank. I don't see how you do that. Okay, we're actually close to this deal at 77. We could just... actually, let's do that the other way around. So the Livonians actually lost their course on this stuff. I'm not sure if it's because it's been so long or because they were like, I think, forced to release these guys, I think, and then Lithuania went in on them. And when you do the release, like, you lose the course. So we're just gonna have to give them to them straight up. But it's fine. These guys, the Livonians, I don't think they've taken like a province all game. So They've been at 0 AE now for 180 years. And let's see if we got this yet. Very close. Let's take a couple more. Yeah, code and AI still amazes me. I agree with you on the AI for sure. Because as much as like we make fun of it, and if you're like at all experienced, you know the limitations of the AI in this game. The fact that it like functions at all, and I would say it functions at like a decent level. Like it can be like a beginner player without trouble. And I think even against like an average player, you know, it can give them a run for their money, obviously depending on who's who, you know, AI Ottomans versus player Trebizond. You have to be pretty good, you know what I mean? But just the fact that it's capable in a game this complex, I think is an achievement. Let's see. We'll take a little corruption. I don't care. Okay, let's see. So we should be good here. And I don't know if it really matters what we give. Any forts up here? Some buildings. Oh, here's a fort. Maybe we give them this one for the fort. EU5 will be better. I hope so. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I talked about it in an earlier stream. I'm a little bit nervous, but I hope you guys are right. Wow, we could take a bunch of gold too. Can we take... No, these are too much. We don't really need the gold. They're at minus 81. Do we push for a little bit more war score? I wonder how much AE the Livonian Order's taken here. 21. I think we just do it here. I don't need to give these guys 60 AE on this thing. Let's call it there. And then that'll exile everybody and we'll head west. Yes, I do have that achievement. That's like Holy Trinity or something. I got that thing years and years ago. It's a fun one though. The only thing, we're gonna let Latin Empire go. If we were going for the achievement, I would have played it differently. Like I wouldn't have given the knights all this land and let them form Latin Empire and then let them go. The trickiest part of that is like vassalizing these guys. You almost need like a province up here because otherwise the distance to capital is the thing that kills you. Like 66, and actually the Teutons joined the Empire, so that's minus 75. And then they both join the Empire. So peaceful vassalization is a little bit tricky, but usually what you can do is let the AIs lose and then come up here, take a core and release them. Okay, Gurkhani, Novgorod, that's all fine. And we should keep helping convert for the Latin Empire here. You can abuse Black Flag for sure. There's a lot of stuff you can abuse with the AI, to be honest. But yeah, I've seen that thing where like you intentionally Black Flag and then have them come back to take like a mountain fort. Okay, Bohemia is attacking Bosnia with Expand Empire CB. Yeah, good for you. And let's see. Let's go up this way so we don't have to be stuck behind that fort. Thanks, Chaotic Arcane. Okay. So I think we're at war with Tyrol here. It is useful for OPMs for sure. Okay, let's come down, take our stuff back, and we can end this. Can you release the Dutch as a theocracy? You know, that's a good question. There's not... when does the Netherlands independence, all that stuff fire? It's 1625. That's got to be coming up soon, right? Can one of you look up the Dutch revolt stuff? And because I think we could release them, like if they get full annexed, we release them as a theocracy. I think that's a thing. We just can't have them form, because if they form, I think they go republic. Okay, we can do another reform of our own here. Oh, there's a special Dutch theocratic. That'd be kind of cool. But does the game consider it theocracy or republic? Okay, and let's see what our next reform is. Free policy, that's pretty good. We don't really need a missionary. Morale damage received is okay. I think I want the free policy. Free policies are really good. And we have a bunch of mill policies that we can roll with here. So, like here, Wielders of the Flaming Sword, another 10% morale. Let's do it. Revolts are before 1650, so there's 25 years left. So, Utrecht, my only concern is, so Utrecht starts theocratic. So for them, if they get the provinces to form the Netherlands, do they get that special thing, or do they just flip to a republic? I don't know if I've ever done that. I think I've only ever formed the Netherlands with republics. Okay, let's keep pushing down here. I don't want you guys to go that way. Yeah, I think it would too. We can dev a little bit more. Let's dev this up to 20. And then I need to do some buildings in let's do Soldier's House. Well, yeah, we'll build everything. I haven't built out our stuff in Sardinia and Sicily, so I should probably do that. We could also do universities all over the place. 4,500 guys for a soldier's household. We'll do that for sure. Okay, so for you, forming it as Utrecht kept a theocracy. Goal for this, it's both Catholic and theocracy. Just Catholic, I feel like, is too easy. Once you get Great Holy War, you can just roll in and change everybody. But to make them theocracies is a lot trickier. Okay. So they've got a fort at 0% in the west. I think I can... Where's everybody? You're up here. I think I can pull 3 over. You know what? I'll pull 4 just to be on the safe side. They'll probably run away. I say that, they're not running. Let my guys get a little bit closer. And we'll go in here. I don't want them to get that 28% tick. So, quality-wise, we are up 0.5 morale against the French. That's not nothing. Okay, so there we go. And they annexed Bosnia. Bohemia did. And, you know, I could bring our fleet up here and speed this up slightly. And we've got a bunch of allies up here, although they don't have 10k cannons. That gives them what roll? 3 roll. Okay. And we will keep... Guys, Latin Empire has 5 missionaries. Pretty good. That's a human player moment right there. I guess we did help him quite a bit, but AI 5 missionaries. Not bad. Oh yeah, we have a Dutch march over here as well. We've got a lot of, we're at 11 relations, so we're losing a ton of Diplo here. This is not like a min-max kind of game. Like I released Avignon as a march here. In a min-max game, there is absolutely no reason to do that. We're just doing stuff for fun. Yeah, he definitely, let's see what he's got. Okay, he actually doesn't have religious ideas. That surprises me a little bit. He has, for sure, Jerusalem gives you one, I'm pretty sure. At least I thought it did. Maybe I can't see it. Is it up here? I don't know. I'm not sure how he has 5 without religious. He might get one from ideas. Yes, he does. Latin ambition gives 1. Okay, so we took that fort back, and so we can start heading west here. Volunteers for the Holy Fight. I think this is a Theocracy event, but it's kind of a good one. It's funny when you get that and you're running like Unicorn Religion. You know, when you're playing like Norse or Zoroastrian and you get Volunteers for the Holy Fight. It's like, where are these guys coming from? You know, we have every Zoroastrian province in the game. Let's see. We could do Spy Network's fine. Keep bugging me about Discord. Yeah, I should set one up. I don't know if I should like make that one of the perks for doing like YouTube membership or Patreon. I know a lot of people do it that way. I sometimes do the automated missionaries. Will automated missionaries work on your subjects? Let's test it out. Yes, it looks like they will. Yeah. The only time, so the automated missionaries, there was one time where, you know, they'll convert for your subjects even if your subjects don't follow your religion. So there was one time I was using automated missionaries and I like converted a bunch of stuff Sunni that I didn't want to do. So ever since then, I like micromanage it, even though I don't need to in this case. We're getting so much prestige. We've been at 100 prestige for like 100 years. Which is kind of crazy. Okay, you keep going. You're good. Why are you back here? Defender of the Faith is Portugal, correct. It's weird that they'll convert like your vassal's religion. I mean, I guess there's some occasions you want to do that, but like, how do you justify that in terms of like role play? You know, our Catholic missionaries, say we take like, you know, a Shia vassal over here, we're going to send our Catholic missionaries to, you know, spread the Shia faith. Like, I guess they're, you know, not really true believers. Holstein. Yeah, okay, we can piece you out. We'll just, this probably doesn't matter. Oh, actually, let's force them Catholic. We'll do that. And we could, yeah, we'll pillage. Why not? And we don't, do we want the gold? Sure, we're greedy. We'll take it all. Kingdom of God. Yeah, we probably should become Defender of the Faith just for roleplay, if nothing else. Yeah, we can't for a couple years, but you're probably right about that. Okay, we could free the rest of this stuff. Let's do it. Let's free Aragon, and then we'll head up into France. Okay, let's see. Do we want tech cost here? So this is 10 years. Either way, we lose a stab. We have so much missionary strength that I'm just going to take the tech cost. And I don't think we can walk past. Oh, we actually can. Okay. Guys, I have so many hours in this game, I still don't understand zone of control. I guess it's because it's our land. That sort of makes sense. Or our subject's land. And you can come. Okay, they knocked out mines. Guys, do we ditch? Where is mines? I'm thinking about ditching them. They really have not done that much, and we're way over. Wait, mines has land here, here, and here. They have 3 different enclaves. It will keep them. They actually have more land than I thought. Dev map of Europe. We can do that real quick. That is econ. Where's econ? Okay. So kind of standard. HRE is pretty green just because you got OPMs dumping all their mana into it. We've actually devved up a decent amount here in like northern and central Italy. Spain's got a little bit going on here. But then once you get to like the Balkans and Eastern Europe, not a ton of dev. Mazab did its thing. You got 25 dev down here in the desert. Why not? Oh, I don't think I can do mines. I'm sure they're over 100. Yeah, and they're an elector. That vassalization minus 2,035 reasons. I love it when you get the same event just like back to back to back. It's like they should really have something in here where, okay, you got this event. There should be like a 25-year lockout on some of them. I think. I don't know. We're close to being able to get this Miltech if we want it, but we may not even need it. Let's dev a little bit more here. No, HRE is still around. We talked about getting rid of it, but I haven't actually made that happen yet. I thought it was going to be tricky, but it's not going to be that bad because last time I checked, 4 of the 7 electors are Theocracies. So we would just need to ally those 4 and then get in a war with the other 3 and dismantle. So if we want to do that, it's not a big deal. -1 stab 4 times in 2 months. That's like the most EU4 thing ever. Let's start. Okay, like where's the French army, guys? Oh, 72k, guys. That is such an overstack. Look at this attrition. AI, guys, 275% attrition. With so many cannons, he's got like 34 cannons in here, and all he needs is 15. Yes, I have done third way. That's a fun one. It gets grindy at the end. It's one of those ones that's fun for 2/3, and then the last third is like grind. At least for me, but I'm not a fan of the late game. Yeah, Mazab, it depends if you save scum. I'll be honest, I save scum that Mazab start. Especially there, like the Tunis War. This was many years ago. I try not to save scum much anymore, especially with challenges, because I feel like it makes them lame. But back then, I just wanted the Chivo, and I was Alt F4ing. Oman probably is better, but I like Mazab because I do like a Andalusia thing, even though you spend so much time over here in the west and really you need to be getting east. So Oman is better, but I think Mazab is more fun and challenging for the third way. Let's go get these guys in the Alps here. Is anyone a fan of the late game? I don't know. maybe somewhere. That's how I do it. Yep. Play till you got what you want and then on to the next one. That's exactly what I do. We have 3 idle diplomats. I could do, I think, all these guys. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. Yeah, the Mazab government type, the feudal theocracies are really good. And I don't think Oman gets that. Yep, feudal theocracy. That's one of the few things that Mazab has going for it, because the land down here is so bad. Like, it's a double punch, because the land down here is super bad, and then like within a year or two of the game start, there's like that bad event. It's something about like the North African tribes. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, where it's like 15 years and you get a bunch of debuffs. It's like, it's the last thing you need when you're starting as Mazab. Oh, I hate it when it's like a super enemy alliance, like the super alliance. I hate it when that happens. Some games are just like that. This one has actually been pretty good as far as that goes. We had that early France-Castile thing, and we like, my first Castile war, I broke that, and they have not been friendly since. They even broke their like royal marriage, which I did not think was going to happen. Okay, so we're sieging this. I could go help our guys up here. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad ally, I think. So how many guys does he have? That's like 133, 143. Okay, so he actually has quite a few guys back. He's up to 230. That's quite a bit. And there's Lyonnais. So is this guy... Let's actually go help this, even though I'm not sure who's getting the penalty here. We're probably getting the penalty knowing, like... Oh, actually, no, we're going to get the terrain bonus here, I think. No, AI walks off it. AI is just baiting me. Where's he marching? That's farmlands. Can we take that? Is that a river crossing? -1. Do we care? I'm going to let them split. So I'm going to go here and let them split. And then... Can we go after this guy like here? AI splits so much for no reason. Yeah, so this is now easy. And I know that's an overstack, but it doesn't matter. Like the AI just split their stuff up for no reason. Let's go siege these two. We should have decent siege ability here. Yeah, so we have base 47 and then spy network another 12. So honestly, that's not bad. Okay, we got that one on 21. The French ones, I do my best shot, but I do not speak French, so it's not good. I don't know how to pronounce the majority of the provinces in this game. I try, but I think I get the majority of them wrong. Stalemate. Who left? Okay, Teutonic Order left. That's fine. We don't really need these guys. like the allies. Okay, we get in. No leader. Why is he sieging with 90,000 guys on the front lines with no leader? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Whatever. AI. Yeah, Khan. I actually did know that one, although I'm probably still saying it somewhat wrong. But yeah, Khan. I only know that one because, like, I think, aren't the D-Day beaches up around here? And I think, like, the Allies pushed in. I think this was one of the cities they took, I think, in the first couple weeks, or there's fighting around Khan. How can France be this bad after what they've done so far? So this is their first time fighting a human. That's the difference. They're used to beating up on AIs. So if we want... Wait, why? How are we at minus 30? Are we like... Okay, so our AIs have lost so much that we have lost ticking war score. We'll get it back. It's just... silly. We could have helped him more. I guess that's partly on me. But yeah, we'll definitely get it back. So the only tricky thing here is if we want to release England, we're going to need a land up here in the British Isles. And let's look at a naval comparison. We should be able to do that. I have no idea what kind of army he has up here, if anything. Yeah, he might be splitting his stuff like, so he's up to 203. We have not seen 203 in continental Europe. The most we've seen is like 150. So he might have 50 up here, or he might have 50 in like French Canada, just like chilling out. You never know with the AI. That's why you hate subjects. Well, allies can do that too, like just feeding war score. Yeah, it can happen. Like here's another one, Dalmatia. Like these guys, they're brave. 13k. They're about to get wrecked though. We lost one Alpine fort, but it's fine. See, he's beating up the Swiss too. I want to get another fort here. Why would he march in with 3,000 guys? Okay, that's just like a glitch. Because once we take this, is this... Okay, this is grassland, so as soon as we take this, we can march in to Freiburg here. Probably hang around Quebec. They probably are. And if we really want to make this one-sided, we take this. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm not going to convert the guys yet. We don't have to do that, but I mean, why not? Yeah, colonies. Yeah, the colony war score thing, I hate that too. I do. Let's see. Let's do Corsica. Surely we'll get it on 78%, guys, right? Surely. Okay, I don't care about all these events, guys. We got a war to fight. Okay, we did get it. Let's see. We could... I want 2 stacks here, and then we can just march in. This is not good, like, army micro, but we don't have to. Like... You know, early game when you're fighting somebody much stronger, you got to be careful with army micro. Here, you can get lazy and get away with it. Okay, so we're at minus 37. Guys, the war score, look, we're halfway into France and we're at minus 37 war score. He's got 82,000 guys over here. That's kind of wild. Let's go get him. I'm not doing Mehmet's Invasion. I don't like the ones where you're like on the clock super hard. they're like stressful, and I just don't enjoy them. I'm the people who can do those, I'm impressed with, because you're better players than I am. But I don't like put myself through that. I play this game to like chill out and have fun. I know that sounds dumb because I do those crazy challenges, but I find those fun. And same thing with that one over in Central Asia. Well, there's a couple. There's that one to take like all of the Indian subcontinent as, is it Mughals, by like 1550. That does not sound fun to me. I've not done that one. And then there's also that Kale one, and I have no intentions to do those. Let's try to march in here before he gets the tick. Okay. Yeah, true era teamer. That's one of the ones I'm talking about. Eat your greens. Yep, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Those ones are on that same level as, you know, we talked about in a previous stream, like the achievements for finishing the Spanish and Austrian mission trees. They're just not fun for me, and so I'm not doing them. As simple as that. Okay, actually we could upgrade I forgot to upgrade our guys. Let's go with Gustavian. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yet another OBS crash. I did upgrade the guys. I was talking about unit upgrades, and I think OBS crashed. There's still only 9 likes. So should I go for AE here or the absolutism? Let's see how we're doing on that. We're at 17. I think I'm doing AE. And I did upgrade my guys to the Gustavian infantry. And let's head west here. Okay, so now they're okay with white peace, even at minus 24% war score. I'm not doing that. This is too much of an overstack for me. I'm going to send 3 of them in. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and then the rest of these guys can wait a second. Okay. We still don't have ticking war score. Frankfurt to Jerusalem, I did do. It is gamey. I agree with you there. I did it. I actually did have fun with that one. I almost lost it as Inca, and I was like kicking myself because I didn't need to. I was playing like so badly. I thought I had it in the bag, and I started just screwing around, and then a bunch of colonizers declared on me, like France and Spain, and I couldn't win, so I had to surrender. I was down to like Inca with a handful of provinces, but I was able to do that, you know, the colonial thing where if you lose to the colonizer, all the land goes to the colonial nations, and then as soon as the truce is up, you can just wreck the colonial nations because the overlord, they're not automatically called in, and their only hope is to enforce white peace. So you just need to beat them before they white peace you. But I agree that thing is kind of gamey. Like, I know they did it based off of that grandest land, but let's see. The achievements in this game are funny because I think some of them are really well done, and then some of them I'm not a fan of at all. So that's Muscovy's probably about to be gone. They keep looping around and taking this stuff in eastern Italy, but it's fine. So we have Paris now. Let's take these 2 forts. Yeah, the New World Nation cheese, it's so strong. I have to like... It's so tempting, you know, because the colonizers show up and you can just uncon right away and they'll eat half your country or whatever. They'll take like a lot. But then as soon as that truce is up, it's a free war. And then you get it all back and then you unlock like all those OP missions, like to get high American unit type and all that stuff. And that's kind of fun. But cheesing the war, I wish they didn't make that so effective, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Okay, Tyrol will white peace, and I'm fine with that. I agree, and that's why I'm not going to get all the achievements. I know a few streamers are doing that, and more power to them, but it's just I don't find fun in that. And I think I can come up with more interesting challenges on my own, based off like what I find fun, and also the achievements. Like, I don't want to do a challenge that, you know, 200 other people, 200 other streamers and content creators have done. Like, I'd rather do something like unique and different. That's more fun for me. So Flory is a madman. He really is. Some of those the no balls runs where he has to do like 41 restarts as like, you know, no balls Saruhan or Theodoro and stuff like that. Those are crazy. We could march back and deal with these guys. I think that's it for Muscovy. Guys, look at the Scandinavia. Pretty wild, all the way to the Urals. Rival to Lithuania, so they might fight each other here. Although right now Lithuania would win. And our other allies are white piecing, but I don't care. Here, let's go get their fleet if we can. You know, I might do a fort here. Well, it's not that necessary. We're probably not going to get landed on. Just looking at the devastation. We can just bring it down with dev, I guess. Let's see how our navy does here. I think we'll win, but I don't know how close it's going to be. And he might run. AI loves to run. Spain is no longer a valid rival. How is that? We have fairly similar dev. I mean, if you count subjects, whatever. Yes, I think I will branch out some more. I like this game a lot, but I don't want to get pigeonholed into like just one game, because I can't play this game just like indefinitely. I have to take breaks and do other stuff. So I'll probably do more XCOM at some point. I might also do you guys like Kenshi? Have you guys ever played Kenshi? I don't know what the overlap is on like Kenshi and EU4. XCOM 2 solo class runs, other YouTubers have done those and done them pretty well. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys like Kenshi. Yeah, Kenshi's fun. And I hate reinventing the wheel unless I can like do something different about it. And like even the Shiv thing, another YouTuber did a Shiv playthrough, but he did his on normal difficulty, and I added some extra rules to make mine a little bit different. Because that's the tough thing about, like, we're talking about games that are so old. Like XCOM came out, I think, isn't XCOM older than this game? I think it is, like the original one, not XCOM 2. So it can be a little bit tricky just finding stuff that hasn't been done yet. Yeah, but yeah, I know what you're saying, Chaotic. I know, so when I did that first XCOM video, I didn't know what to expect. And I was a little bit disappointed with it, I'm not gonna lie. And then when I did the second one, I knew that it was not gonna be that popular, but I had fun with it and I just wanted to make it anyways, even knowing that it was gonna do worse. But I don't want to be trapped. Like, I think you guys get that. Okay, so we could think about landing soon. Yeah, sorry about that. Stream went down again. This time I heard the notification, so I at least was fast with it. But yeah, sorry about that. OBS is having a tough time. Maybe it is the bitrate. Maybe that's just asking more of it than usual. As far as like the truck sim stuff, maybe. That one might actually be better just to do as like an occasional like chill stream, because that's a game where you can really like interact with the audience a lot, and still play. I've thought about doing DLC reviews. Like I played Greece and is it Nebraska? No, yeah, I think Nebraska and Kansas. I've been playing the DLCs. I just didn't make videos about them because I don't know how well those will do. Okay, I think it's time to go into the British Isles here. Let's stage it up here. But yeah, I have thought about doing like even just like a quick review of some of the ATS things. I hate to do too much stuff that's like, I think there's a certain segment of my subscribers who are just here for EU4. And if I do too much stuff that's not that, I think they'll click off and potentially stop getting like notifications and stuff like that, which could be bad. So I'm kind of trying to just like mix it up. Because that's another one where like ATS and this game are really different. And we might be like the only ones who like both. I know, it is strange. I get that. Because ATS is just like a totally like mellow chill out game, and this is like sweaty, or it can be, it doesn't have to be. But okay, let's get you over here too. Yeah, I know, like who plays EU4 XCOM, Kinshi, American Truck Sim. Like, what is that? It's American Truck Sim, and then ETS2 is like the Euro Truck Sim. You know what? I'm gonna barrage this just because I hate super stacking here. And then I'll bring this last guy. I've heard Xenonauts is good. Yeah, I might check that out sometime. There's a lot of games I want to check out. I'm kind of limited on time because I do have like a full-time job and kids and stuff. So I used to have time to play, you know, any game that was of interest. I'd find a way to play it. And now it's like I got to be more responsible with my time. Okay, so we're in this. Let's spread out here a little bit, and we're at 45 war score. I kind of forgot to go up into the Low Countries. I forgot he had all this. You force yourself out of the EU4. Yeah, you're right. The way I approach it right now, because I do have a full-time job and I like doing this, but I don't make very much money like from YouTube and this stuff. I do this just, you know, I love these games and it's fun sharing them with people. So right now I just play like and make videos on what I want to do versus like, you know, I really need $100 to pay rent or whatever. I'm not in that mindset. But I think you're right. If I do too much EU4 and then that's all the subscribers I get, it would be tough to ever pivot out of that. I'm going to go back and get these guys out of continental Europe. There's 3. Pacifist run until 1837. I actually did that thing many months ago. And then I was just sitting on the footage. I didn't know what to do with the footage because the run itself was kind of like not that exciting. I literally had like YouTube videos up on the other monitor and podcasts and all this other stuff. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I should just make a quick video. That's why that one's so short, is I was like, I'm not making a 90-minute video about a pacifist run. That's just not happening. Yeah, Zero, that's a good point because like my friends don't play this game. Like they think it's like a spreadsheet game, you know, and it sort of is. I'm not gonna say, wow, this battle, how not to fight the AI, slowly feed stacks in. That was really bad. So just having like a way to share cool runs and stuff to people who appreciate them is kind of cool, even if not that many people watch them. Are you still playing that game that no one has heard of? Yeah, I took so many casualties. That was not a good battle. Like, if you're a new player, don't do what I just did there. All right, let's get a few guys back here. I do think it takes a certain kind of person to like not only play Paradox games, but especially like this one, because I think some of them are more accessible. Like I think CK3 makes more sense to people than this and is definitely more approachable. So it definitely takes a certain kind of person. But I do appreciate like the comments I get from people who like aren't even into these games, and like you're talking about there, you're just into history, religion, or whatever. I really appreciate those comments because I try to make the videos, like I try to take the perspective of, would I watch this if I'm not a 4,000 hour EU4 player? Because I don't know that everybody does that. Like I'm not trying to like throw anybody under the bus or anything like that. But that's just the fact that I do have some of that, I really appreciate. And same thing with like the XCOM runs, when people are like, you know, I've never played this game before, but I still like the video. You know, the way you edited it and did it made it approachable and still entertaining. I appreciate that. I'm not sure. As far as does YouTube recommend them, I don't think often, but every once in a while I'll get those comments, and so I don't know how they're coming across them. Yeah, and I agree with you as far as I will watch challenge runs of games I don't play if they're like well done, and like if the challenge is interesting. I actually do that all the time with games I don't play. So I think challenge runs, it's kind of like a fun little corner of YouTube. I mean, obviously I'm biased. And I may still do like reviews and other stuff too, but the challenge runs are a lot of fun. So, and people seem to like them. So that's kind of what I've been focused on. Yeah, I probably still will do the Always War Mawar. That's probably still going to happen. The most annoying thing about that, I was thinking about it, is I'm never going to be able to really lower autonomy. I think I'm going to have to specifically go for like policies and stuff. Okay, they're really still sieging in my back line. They are. French, they're not giving up here. So I think I'll have to specifically go for policies and stuff to lower autonomy. But I think it's doable. I haven't tested it, so maybe it's not, but I don't know. After the Always Peace game, I felt like an Always War game could be good. Let's get these guys up to 20 dev. And sure, we'll build a university. Here, let's get our fleet over here to help with these sieges. I'm not sure why I'm not doing that. This is... Oh, he's running. Never mind. I was going to say it's going to be a big naval battle. Guys, this France war, like, when did I start this thing? 9 years ago? It feels like the entire stream has been the France war. Okay, so we have to, let's figure out the peace deal real quick. So we want Gascony for sure, and we could do that from like Bordeaux. So we'll say Bordeaux, London. Those would be our two subjects, and then we could just give this chunk down here to our subject. I'm sure they don't have a mission tree. They don't. That's fine. But we could just give them a bunch of this stuff. Because we have to decide how we want to split up France. Like, are we going to give like Western France to Gascony, Eastern France to Avignon, maybe? Oh, thanks on the 10K. I saw that. That happened. I think it was this morning. That was kind of cool. I might do something special for 10K. Like, I was thinking about doing like a 24-hour stream. If that might take a couple weeks for me to like be able to find the time. Like a 24-hour, like maybe for like charity or something cool like that. Could be fun. Any ideas for New World challenges? I have a couple. New World is tricky because outside of the reworked nations, a lot of them aren't that fun. But I have a few ideas. Sunset Invasion into Asia could be interesting. I think, don't they have some missions or something for going west as well as east in the mission trees? It would be easier, but it'd be different at least. Okay, they just keep sieging down northern Italy. This is annoying. Well, we'll get payback here. That's overkill. Okay, and we lost our occupation in the British Isles. Because we're taking so long here. Let's go stage again. I think they share some of those like sunrise, sunset branches across Inca, Aztec, and Maya. They share that bottom part, or at least a large chunk of it. You think Aztec is better with no DLC? Maybe. It's the DLC is so strong. Like, okay, I need a general. What am I doing? Yeah, they are so strong with the new DLC. I think it's fun. I know it's like, it's definitely overpowered. There's no question about that. But for like a single player game, I don't get that worked up about like, you know, balance between mission trees. Because I think, you know, the vast majority of EU4 players do it single player. You play no DLC EU4? That's wild. I haven't tried that. So is that more fun? Or are you talking about just in like Aztec, just in the New World? So it's sort of like the Catholic version of the Iranian Theocracy. The difference is when I did that, like the Zoroastrian convert all the great powers thing, I wasn't concerned about what government type they had. All I cared about was getting these great powers to Zoroastrian. In this one, we do care about government type. So we're making sure we want Europe to be Catholic theocracies. So they've got to be both, which is actually quite a bit harder because you don't get like a CB, you know, at the end of that run, you know, you get the Global Crusade and you stack some modifiers and you can convert superpowers in one war. You can't do that with Gov type. I only use the DLC that PDX made free. To me, that's wild, but I don't know. I like this game so much. I bought every DLC day one, even the ones that were like a mess at launch. And sometimes I would get the DLC and then be like, this is such a mess, I can't play this, and come back to it in 2 months. But I did get them all and play with them all. All right, let's check out this peace deal, see how close we're getting. So that's London, Bordeaux, and then say we want to give like this stuff down here to our subject. How much can we give? Okay, so that's 81, and we could actually do more. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, you know what, guys? I'm forgetting something. I don't know how many of you were on previous streams. There's a flaw with my England plan. That's a problem. We need imperialism to fix that. So yeah, Zero, I used to do that same thing, the phases where I would play this game like an addict for a month or 2 months, but then like I'd get burned out on it and then just put it on the shelf for 8 months, 10 months, 12 months, and then come back to it. So it was really kind of a weird cycle. Making the videos has really gotten me out of that cycle though, because there's a lot of downtime. Like, you know, I'll finish recording this run, then I have to write it up and then do the audio and do the video. And sometimes that can take a couple weeks. So it's not like I'm burning myself out just playing back-to-back run, tired of the game. It kind of keeps me at a better pace, if that makes sense. So with England not being an option, yeah, somebody mentioned this in a previous stream, Santos, and I just I forgot because it's been a little bit. And so how does that change what we want to do? We still want to do Gascony for sure. Ireland, I don't think there's not like a unified Ireland core. It's all split up amongst the minors. We could just give more land here to our subject. We could go for like a Dutch subject. Burgundy could be an option. Sort of depends how we want to split up Eastern France. Are we just giving Eastern France to Avignon, maybe? It depends how I want to divvy this up. I definitely want to do this. It's just beyond this. Because we're still a ways out. I mean, we're not far from imperialism, but I don't know that I want to just sit on London for 35 years. Hey, Sharon, welcome to the stream. Doing a little French war here. Orleans, yeah, Orleans is losing their cores is the only problem. 1636, their cores are gone in 3 years, and they're kind of split. You see that? I know, I think that's 5 cores, but it's kind of a mess. Okay, actually, that's a good question. So, does the decision to form France change your government type? Can somebody look that one up? Because if I can do a Catholic Theocracy France, I have no issue with that. Yeah, Wales got evicted to the New World. These are all just... But actually, Wales has... They've got a couple cores left. But the culture's all changed, so they're going to lose them. 1692. I could just wait till imperialism, go up here and knock out like this, you know, sad little escape colony, like the English, like Arctic colonies up here, and then do a big release. Maybe we just give more to Avignon. We have to decide if we do the Gascony thing, are we just going to let them be and give them more? Or are we going to like annex them and then hand them off? Yeah, England won't lose most of their cores. They'll lose the ones in Ireland. They'll lose these in like 12 years. Actually, I don't think I can save these. Yeah, so the English-Irish cores, if that makes sense, are going to be gone. But the English ones, all this stuff, will still be around. This would give us a land connection. I think I want to do that, because otherwise, you guys remember that mill access? Big Avignon into France? Yeah, that could be fun. I agree with that. We still have plenty of war score here. So that's the entirety of that state. Let's do 2 more. Oh, you think I shouldn't even bother with Gascony? You think we just go all out? Let's see how bad the AE is on this. 56, because that's the nice thing about Gascony is you can get all this chunk for such low AE. Ooh, flippin' revolutionary. That's actually a decent point. Yeah, if they went, then we'd have to like start over at square one with France. I kind of want to commit. We already have the Avignon thing going. It's just a question of, is it worth saving the AE? It is a good meme. Because over here, it would be clunky. If we're going to give it all to Avignon anyways, I'd have to release Gascony, do the Reconquest War, integrate Gascony, and then just hand them off. Like, that's kind of clunky. Don't give them Paris till the end. That's also an option. I mean, by the time they get up there, they might want independence. And usually with these kind of runs, I give it to them. So they might just take Paris regardless of my input. Do we think, how likely is that? Because AI France doesn't go revolutionary that often. Yeah, I could give it to a different subject. That's true. By then I'll have like client states and stuff. I could do like a Paris OPM thing. How likely do you guys think them going revolutionary even is? Like, because I think that's pretty slim, but I've been wrong in this game many times. So if we say forget Bordeaux, then we could do a few more here. So that's 60 AE. Quite unlikely. Yes. Yes, Occitan is the primary culture. What are the chances we play another 100 years? You know, I'm not sure. That's a very good question. Once we get imperialism, we can go like nonstop, back-to-back wars. We can hand stuff off to our allies without worrying about AE. I don't know how far we play. AE is just a number. Yeah, I'm not worried about 60. I think we could totally do this deal. Spain's next, but that's going to be a reconquest war for these 5, and then we'll probably take like some stuff up here maybe. Yeah. Bohemia is going to take a while. Bohemia is going to be like this. Bohemia is going to be another, what is this, 10-year war? Although we won't have to cross the English Channel at least. Is revolution on a theocracy possible? I don't know. Bohemia's gonna suck. I would rather fight Bohemia than France, just because you know where all their land is. With France, not only do you have the British Isles, you got this nonsense. And their allies, well, they're allied to Spain, so that's kind of a pain, but we'll break that. We're gonna go after Spain here. Bohemia is fun. Their mission tree is strong. And yeah, having the early Hussite thing can also be a lot of fun. Okay, 64 AE. I think I'm doing this. Guys, look at that. I don't know that I've ever done this before. It's kind of funny. And let's rival Spain and Bohemia. Revolutionary Pope. Do we want to drop any of this stuff for more absolutism? Like, what is religious culture giving us right now? Well, I mean, it has all those random buffs for true faith provinces. That's not bad. Right of council, we don't really need. Expand the fortifications. We're not even going to integrate anything else, are we? Can we drop that? I think so. Yeah, religious culture is good. Yeah, it is. I forgot it has all those just like flat buffs. You know, why doesn't it tell you here? Yeah, it says the modifier religious society is removed. It doesn't actually tell you what it is. You just have to like go back and look, I guess. Well, it's not even in the list, so you just have to remember. Do we even need this gov cap anymore? I don't think we need the gov cap. Yeah, so that just freed up. That was like 25 absolutism. Yeah, I do like keeping the borders clean. Yeah, you're right. You can click on a province. It's like, here we go. So unrest, 10% production, 10% tax, 10%. Yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. We'll keep that. You guys are right. That's a good modifier. Okay, we got to get our guys back. We lost the Holy War CB against France, but it's fine. Okay, Bohemia is finishing off Poland. Yeah, I like religious culture. It's pretty good. You guys are right. It's going to take forever to bring our guys back. I'm thinking Spain next. Yeah, we never released Latin Empire. We talked about releasing them, but no one's like supporting their independence. So we could also... We don't need mill access with you. We've been wasting mana. Because these borders are bothering me, guys. It's unfortunate. I might ask the Teutons to end this alliance. Being a zealot is very effective in EU4. You're right. It is. It's. Paradox is encouraging some questionable stuff there. Do we clean up these borders? And let's see if these guys will drop the alliance if we ask them. Because there's two ways. You can do it with great power. And, oh, they're close on that, but not quite. And then you can also do the use favors. And they would do it for favors. And that way we don't have to fight our buddies. Okay, what are you guys doing? Latin particularists. They are still dealing with so many rebels. Okay, Mamluks still have 4 years. So our options for the next war would be Moldavia to clean up some kind of nasty borders over here. That would put us at war with Bohemia, but that's fine because we want to break the Spanish alliance anyways. Yeah, you're right. Those are two different approaches. Asking or threatening, yeah. I'm glad there's another Persia fan. Whenever I say like I love playing in the Middle East, I get these comments like you're nuts, and to me, I don't get that because Middle East is so fun. We don't need these lights. We don't even need this many transports. We'll keep 40. Horn of Africa is interesting. India is fun too. I like India. Horn of Africa, I'm not as crazy about. Let's see, 20 dev. Do university. Yeah, you're right. Everybody does have their preference. Man, getting these guys back from the British Isles is a pain. I don't think very prevalent from my understanding. Yeah. At least reading the Wikipedia pages. Guys, it's going to take months just to bring these guys back. This is brutal. I should have at least brought the guys over back to France before the peace deal. That's my fault. Yeah, my understanding is there's a small Zoroastrian community left in Iran, and I actually think a decent number are in like Western India. I think it's like the Parsis or something like that. And there's actually, I think in game, one of the holy sites is on this western coast. And then I think there's like a diaspora of like a small number in like North America and Europe and stuff like that. But yeah, I think in general, Iran is not, known for religious diversity. So I think they get treated better than some religions, but I don't know that it's well. Okay, so if we clean up these borders, I think I want to do this before I let the Latin Empire go, because then my plan is to split the Balkans here along these cultural lines. So I was going to give this Bulgaria to Dalmatia, although that would mess with trade, but Latin Empire is going to have plenty of money. I think one of the reasons it's so small is it's not really like a proselytizing religion. So it very much relies on, you know, people who are Zoroastrian marrying other Zoroastrians, and it's like its own little small insular thing, which is fine, but it's hard to like ever expand that way. Versus you look at the religions that are really large and they are not like that at all. And that is true. And you could even say like paradox YouTubers, even beyond CK3. Okay, this is so brutal bringing these guys back from England. Forget months, this is taking like a year. Okay, if we're doing Moldavia, so they're actually already at war. Is there a chance Bohemia is not going to honor? Probably not. So let's I guess we can set up down here. Turkani's going after the Ottomans again. That could be. I don't know a ton about it. You guys probably know more about it than I do. Ottomans do exist, but they were like an OPM on the Caspian. They're already gone, so that war took all of about 3 weeks. They were like up, were they over here? I think Tarki here might have been the last Ottoman province. Yeah, they're dead now. They were like Caspian Sea OPM. Remind me next time before I make the peace deal to get my guys off of the British Isles. This is crazy. All right, we'll tech up admin. And we could build a few cathedrals here. I do like the Papal Kingdom of God map color. This sort of like creamish white. Pretty good. I want... Or I forget. Yeah, I say OPM as in minor, like one province minor. But I guess nation works too. I think on the wiki it has it as OPM, one province minor. I do like that too, chaotic. It seems like appropriate. We have like the lighter kind of color and they have like a more tannish thing, but I'm with you. Okay, last one. This is so crazy, and we're not even done because we still have to sea lift. We don't have a land connection here. I kind of want one, but Bohemia has like a little snake here. So we're going to have to sea lift over to Bulgaria, but that's going to be much faster than this, you know, sailing around Iberia stuff. And also the fact that we're exiled, they have to walk onto the boats, which makes this take even longer. The flags are similar. Yes, they are. There's several different nations that have some variation of this. One of the HRE ones, they're probably not still around. That might be the one I'm thinking of, or maybe there's another. Yeah, it would give me the opportunity to connect. That's true. We might take that. It would make things a little bit easier. Is it? I don't think I've had a crash. We could take that one coastal province. We could do several things with Bohemia. The main thing is I want to end the Spanish alliance. Okay, we're finally have all our guys back on the med. Yeah, Liège. I always say that wrong. I know that's incorrect. It is like a tower. I think it might be Bremen. Is kind of like that sort of keyish thing. There. Oh no, here it is. Ferden. I think that's how you say it. Something like that, where it's like the crossing keys and a cross. It's just too bad those guys are reformed. Yep, there you go. There's so many flags in the HRE. Yep, you guys got it. I keep eclipsing Spain, which is slightly unfortunate. I bet when I release the Latin Empire, it'll let me have them back, because right now they are like a huge chunk of my score. Oh, Spain's just declaring on New World nations. Yeah, like Australian. I'm not even going to try to say that one. I'll let you guys sort that out. Yeah, HRE and EU5, that part I am looking forward to having like an even bigger, more involved HRE, as long as it runs okay. Which is unknown. Okay, we can do another mission here that's going to upgrade the Basilica. Sure. Sounds good. So there's level 3 St. Peter's Basilica. Okay. Napoleon destroyed European flags. That's kind of true. How do you guys feel about the revolutionary flags in this game? Some of them, I think some of them are pretty cool, and then some of them are awful, just terrible. Level 3 for free is really good. Yep. Okay, so if performance is better, that's good. I have not tried EU5 personally, so all my impressions are just secondhand from watching other creators play. They suck. Some are great. The rest is whatever. All of them suck. Yeah. There's a handful I'll see and be like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then some, there's like no relation to the actual tag that went revolutionary. It's just like a random like number generator did it or something. Revolutionary Eastern Roman Republic. That sounds kind of cool. 5 Army Pro for this. It has taken us so long to stage this war, it's crazy. Let's break that alliance. Let's try Great Powers again. Even though I don't think it's going to work, it still doesn't. That's fine. There probably is a mod. Dalmatia is over 50% Liberty Desire. That'll probably drop when we release the Latin Empire here. How many troops does Bohemia's at 161? They were right around the same ballpark as us, and they went offensive quantity. Yeah, we're okay. Moldavia doesn't usually live this long. That's an understatement. Feel a little bit bad doing this to him. If he'd go Theocracy, we wouldn't have to. Oh, now they're allied to Spain, guys. Bohemia, Spain. We had the Teutons break it, and their answer was to ally Spain. Oh, this game. So I wonder if we can force these guys to break something. Oh, no, they're not having it. Okay, so does that change what we want to do then? Bohemia... AI is getting cheeky. Yeah, they are. The only thing that's going to be more annoying is if France somehow joins a block here. You know, like a French, Spanish, Bohemian block. And it's like, yeah, have fun with that. It does create a truce. Yeah. AI, you're right. It doesn't matter. They're not buying this. They're not even close to buying this. Minus 203. Minus 153. Yeah. Okay, so let's think about our options for a second. Yeah, VS with 8 Lake came EU4. They all just ally each other, so you have to fight half of Europe every time. How long is the French truce? Is for 12 years. The Mamluks are actually up quite soon. That might be the easiest way to go. And give the Latin Empire like one final boost, giving them like Egypt, and then like probably letting them go at that point. They have so much dev. Are they like in debt? Why don't they have more troops? They're making decent money. Can't go to war unless it's with 2 of the 4 great powers that rival you. Yeah. So Spain's got 160. Bohemia's got 162. Moldavia's not an issue. Part of the annoying thing is they're spread out. Yeah, Latin Empire on their own could be fun. That's the fun thing about these runs. You get these guys strong enough, they can start like fighting their own wars in the east, like against Gurkhani and stuff like that. And I mean, they're not ready yet, but they could get there. Gurkhani has 264k. It's not bad. Check their force limit. Let's see. Where do you see that? Do you hover? Capable of 71 land units without penalties. And they have 52, so they could expand a little bit. Yeah. Actually, I didn't know that was there. That's kind of cool. So I guess those would be the options. Do we do the slightly... it's more than slightly easier. The easier war against the MAMs and give the Latin Empire an extra boost here? Do we bite the bullet and fight this annoying two-way thing? Spain could, yeah. If I do this, the way I do it is go west to east and just start in Spain, rush their stuff, break alliance with Bohemia, peace them out. Then Bohemia, probably just take like this coastal thing, piece them out, and then dismantle Moldavia. MAMS War plus release. Yeah, well, and actually, if we care about AE, well, then you have to deal with occupations. If they're independent, they're going to get occupations they don't want to give back in like Bulgaria. And I was going to give that to Dalmatia. But they would actually help, you're right, because otherwise these guys are going to sit home. These guys are already over here. I kind of think MAMS first. I think MAMS first. So, for... yeah. Thank you, E350. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm not doing like 100 war score on the MAMs. I'm not going all the way down to like Yemen or whatever. It's not happening. We'll just like capture Egypt and maybe we only take 30 or 40 war score. I only want to give him like this stuff up here and then maybe a little bit of Egypt. Yeah, that's true. If I know we can get the occupations if we play around it. That's true. It's just, it's another thing for me to forget and then kick myself for when they have half the occupations you want. And let's see what kind of, this truce should be up in like a couple months. March, yeah, March of 37. Let's just go down here. And I don't know if you guys saw the community post. That missing footage between stream 1 and 2, I put up as an unlisted, unedited video. If anybody wants to like skim through that and see how we got from like, because we were still like medium small, and then I played quite a bit off stream to get to Kingdom of God. So if anybody's curious about that, I linked it in the part 2, I think, stream, if you just want to skip through it. It's not edited, there's no audio, so it's kind of rough, but I figured I'd just let people know. All right, here we go. Let's go. Oh, you watched it? Okay, see, you guys are hardcore. Somebody put that in the comments, like, if you put this up, I'd watch it. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. I didn't think people would watch stuff with no audio, but I'm kind of impressed. Let's do probably Cairo. Well, or maybe Halab. Let's do Halab. I want to clean these borders up. Halab is going to be the war goal. And we'll see if we get to Cairo. Had it on the side while playing myself. Okay. And actually, let's have... He only has 75k, so gonna keep... I'll split these guys up a little bit. Gotta love dedication and watching the map get painted. That's right. I did feel bad. I started that second stream and the game was so different from how I left it. I'm not used to playing on stream. And so when I had like a window to play, I was like, well, I should do it. I should get some progress in. And then I went too far. I should have done more on stream. So next time I won't do that again. Okay, I think Poland... Is Poland out of the game? No, Poland has 2 provinces left. Okay. That could be another potential releasable here in Eastern Europe. And I think we need to get some new generals. What is this? They don't start in the HRE, do they? Is that a releasable? Am I like losing it? They don't start in the HRE. That must be a releasable, right? Osnabrück? I think so. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong on that. That does not look familiar. Hey, Latin Empire is actually helping, guys. Because the Mamluks walked in. Gurkhani's going to finish off Armenia here. Wait, it is? Osnabrück is? I'm like tripping, I guess. Maybe I haven't played over there enough. Italy and the Ottomans are way too similar. I agree with that. And that's one of those cases where I don't understand it because they will very often be next to each other. It's another thing completely where, you know, the people at Paradox, somebody left a comment today where like Timurids in Nepal have exactly the same color. Well, how often are they going to be touching each other? Like that's pretty rare. But Italy, Ottomans, if you're playing an Italy game, the Ottomans are going to be around. It just is. Okay, so we got 18 war score here. And kind of the same thing with Latin Empire Spain, but here we've kind of got a buffer with us. I don't even know where the Mamluk army is. Yes, France, Iceland was actually really annoying to play into. Because I legit couldn't tell because the occupation color, like I could not tell which provinces I'd occupied and hadn't. It was driving me crazy in that Iceland game. Okay, how far into Egypt do we push this? Yeah, Malta confusion. That's just because we were messing around with Malta. Most people playing Papal States into Kingdom of God are just going to keep Malta, and they're not probably going to give it to the Knights. Oh, Latin peasants. This guy has so many rebels. I mean, he's converted everything Catholic. I don't know why he has as many rebels as he does. Actually, I have not gotten that question a lot. I kind of want to retry the Iceland thing. And part of the reason it's even different now because I think on stream I could play slower in the late game because I botched that late game so bad. I was like kind of like frustrated and losing focus and playing on like speed 5 and like 4 and like taking bad peace deals and like it was such a mess. And I think if I did it slower on stream, I wouldn't be as dumb. And I could try a different strategy because I'm not sure that the strategy I did there, flipping Norse ASAP, was not the way to go. I think you're better off doing that like at the very end. There's a lot of stuff I could do differently on that, so I may come back to that. I don't know when, but I think I will at some point. HRE might have been a mistake. The reason I did that, I did one attempt off stream where I went pirates. I went for Norse, pirate, Iceland, and I went British Isles first and into France. And it took a long time, and then I was getting decked on. I like as soon as I landed up here in like Scotland, England was decking on me and I could beat them, but it was a hard war. I had to take out tons of loans and it like slowed me down. So for the next one, I was like, you know what? I could go into the HRE, Emperor can protect me, and then I'm picking the fights. But the drawback of that is I'm expanding into land that's not needed for the Roman Empire up here. So I wasted a lot of time in AE building a power base. I mean, you guys watched it, so you know what I did. I spent all that time and effort building a power base up here in northern Germany. Well, that's not helping with Roman Empire stuff. So I think that may have been a mistake. If you made a mod where every single nation was the same color, no, that sounds terrible. I don't want any part of that. That would be, what color would you make it? What would the whole map be? Should we go help with these rebels? If we don't help, he's like never gonna deal with these guys. I don't even know where our navy is. Guys, these borders in Arabia, I'm not a fan of this. And then why is Gurkhani down here in Mara? Like what is going on? What color do I want? Make it pink. Are there like, I guess there's a handful of pink nations up here. Estonia is kind of a pink. Holstein is pink. I feel like there aren't that many pink ones. I don't count this. Lithuania. Well, Poland is kind of like a pinkish, I guess. Maybe there are. Maybe I'm just... They've just been eliminated from this game. Everything black. Oh god. that would look so bad. Yeah, Lithuania is kind of like a reddish. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, Poland is. You're right. They're having such a bad game. But Commonwealth, doesn't Commonwealth get darker? Does Commonwealth stay pink? I've played so many Commonwealth games and I can't even picture it. Yeah, Savoy is pink. I guess all the pink nations have kind of been destroyed in this one. Aragon, that's not more, that's kind of like Lithuania where it's like a reddish. Yeah, I thought PLC kind of changed color. Oh yeah, Bashkiria, I've seen them a few times. It's because Muscovy had such a bad game. They're the primary for the Bashkir culture, so they sometimes get released out. But they don't start. At least I don't think they start in 1444. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but... Alright, let's keep helping with these rebels a little bit. Looks like the Mamluk forces are over here, so we can head west. Maybe take these guys out. Tunis is raiding my coast. We might have to do something about that. You guys like that Scandinavia? In one of the early streams, I was cracking jokes about how AI Sweden was useless. They weren't going to do anything. And they pull this off. So joke's on me. Although, guys, where are all their soldiers? They've got 12k guys with 0 manpower. So, I don't know. Don't hold your breath on Scandinavia. Okay, the Tunisian raids are already getting old. You know, we could just wreck them right now. Kind of want to, guys. The raids make me irrationally upset. So that's happening. They're still raiding, guys. Gonna be the last raids they ever do. Scandinavia is always weak. I know they cannot. They need like quantity. They need quantity so bad. Otherwise, they can just never get the numbers up. They went admin, quality, maritime. They went okay ideas. Obviously, maritime I would not have gone. If they went quantity in there, that would have helped so much. Because this is what I've seen Sweden do. They have decent troops, but they just can't get enough out. Tunis is annoying. Yeah, this is... Let's put an end to the annoyance here. Alright, there's Crete. Yeah, they should be hard-coded quantity. I agree with that totally. They don't need, like, more quality boosts and innovative and all that stuff. They just cannot get the manpower and force limit is what they need more than anything. Are we at war with Morocco? Yeah, we are. Okay, so we could take some stuff here. And, okay, we also need to take Geneva, probably. Yep, that's exactly right. Chaotic Arcane. They have no problem with the quality. They get the cool special guys, the Caroleans or whatever. Like... You can get to really good quality. It's just the AI. This is exactly what Scandinavia usually does. 16k, 0 manpower. Sweden's actually pretty fun to play. I should figure out some way to do some kind of like Sweden thing. I thought about trying to do like a Carolean only thing, but the problem with a lot of those special units is it's so hard to get any kind of decent special unit limit. And that was the cool thing about when I did the Kizilbash is you get that extra estate that gives you some flat Kizilbash unit cap. So I was able to even like play through the start without, because it's not any fun if, you know, if you have to get 40 unit cap to get 3,000 guys out, that's not any fun. Yeah, you're right. Latin Empire, they came in, killed the guys, and then walked away. That's so silly. And we got to dev a little more here. Now we could go Diplo 19. And let's do this province. Yeah, we'll go up to 30. And we'll upgrade that to a cathedral. I'm opening 975 files to mod this. If you're actually doing it, I just want to see a screenshot. That's all I need. Okay, so Tunis is pretty much wrecked, and Geneva is getting wrecked. Okay. It's the wrong files. Now you've got to close. 975. Okay, what's our siege here? Why is this taking so long? Okay, there we go. Can we boot Morocco out of this thing? Oh, we're actually pretty close. Let's go. That mountains, islands. If we fight him here and probably take this fort, we can get these guys out. You know, this is not the world's, the Reformation could have been much worse this game. Like, this is not bad. I mean, that was the easy part of the challenge, is the religious part, but I actually think we were kind of fortunate there. Morocco is almost out. Yeah, Franciscan Reform is kind of weird. They got a couple centers of Reformation up here, and they actually flipped, which I don't see that very often. You know, usually you get that, like, France has always been and will always be Catholic decision that pops up. And this time, I guess they didn't. So it's kind of cool. I like seeing different stuff like that. All right, Morocco should be done here. Do we want to annul anything here? Mams. We're very close. Yeah, maybe I do. I know people have mixed opinions on a null alliance because sometimes they do just like pick up better ones, but Morocco's not getting a better ally than the MAMs here. It's not happening. There we go. They'll take it. So let's do that. Null treaties, and then we'll get our guys headed back east. And we need another general. Is the impossible start, is that the one in China where you start as like an OPM inside a Ming? Or am I thinking of something else? Yep, that's the one. Okay, I haven't played that, but I watched somebody else play it in like a video. It looked kind of funny, but I don't think it's the kind of thing I want to play. Because it's like, once you finish the ideas, don't you get like plus 100% discipline or something like silly? That's too game breaking for me. I know the start is like very hard. Yeah, OP ideas if you survive. Yeah, but they were like game breaking OP. That's the kind of one where I'll watch somebody else do a video on it, but I don't want to. Okay, we are losing so many generals here. This is rough. And this Tunis war is pretty much over. Geneva. Let's see how much it costs to give this core. 21 AE to give this thing back. It's weird I can't do return cores. Is that because he has the occupation? Now can I do it? No. Huh. I guess it's because it's his capital, I guess. Yeah. We can give this to Switzerland, I guess. I mean, it's 21 AE, which is not nothing, but... eh. Yeah, can't return on capital. Yep, you're right. We'll do it anyways. And then Switzerland is too large to be a march? Really? What's their dev? Guys, how does Switzerland have 311 dev? Like, am I on a different planet here? Look at this. Switzerland is like Wakanda or something. What is this? They've just been deving like madmen. Okay. Okay. Whatever. All they do is click the button. Yeah, apparently. And we'll just give all this. We're forming like a super Latin empire here, guys. Land he may not even want. Like, here's some of the Eastern Sahara for you. Enjoy. Have fun with that. Have fun with the 40k rebels you're gonna get in the Sahara here in like 3 months. Okay, I just don't want raids, so do marches not get the subject development penalty? I thought they still did, but I think he's just deving through it like crazy. I did not think they had 311 dev. 1% Liberty Desire. Huh. I wonder what everybody else is up to. I'm going to check this real quick. Okay, so Sweden, they're at 312. In the time we've been talking about it, they clicked the button again. Okay, Latin Empire has 985. Hungary is an OPM, so not much there. Dalmatia, 235, so not bad. Avignon has 222, not bad either. Aragon, 162, so actually they have the least of most of our subjects. All right, let's take a little bit more here. Why does Latin Empire? Yeah, they're just too big. Even then, they don't hate me. I mean, we're at 200 relations. They just want to be free. So, I mean, I can't say I blame them there. If I had that much land, I'd probably... Oh, Gurkhani is supporting independence for Dalmatia. So that's interesting. I wonder, do I release them first? Because I'd rather not have to fight my own subjects. We'd beat them, but like... That goes against like the theme of the run. Yeah, I will keep him as an ally. Yep, that's the plan. Let's go dev Ravenna a little bit here. Kind of like I did in that Dithmarschen run, where we just let him go, but then allied him. We'll do this one up to 30. And let's go get the war goal since we lost that. We're not going down to Kilwa. I can't be bothered with that. But if the Kilwa army stays here, we'll fight them. That's not a problem. Nah, they're running. They always run. See how much war score we get for the war goal here. 35. So if we give this stuff up here and then maybe like these two, see how much war score this takes. Okay, so we could even do a little bit more. Maybe... No, Latin Empire does not get the Byzantium stuff that the AI cannot handle. So it's actually the opposite. They have some buffs from being knights. Like they have a permanent morale bonus for having Antioch. There's also one, they have a manpower bonus from a decision you get at the start about accepting Greeks into the order. That's like a Knight's deep cut. Only the true Knight superfans know that one. If you look at where would we see that? It'd probably be in the ledger. How do you see the breakdown? There's a way to see. I know there's a way to do this. Is it under subject? Cultural manpower is the modifier. It's only 5%. But yeah, some of you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so yeah, we could give him Rabba. That's true. I like how he kind of has his own eastern border forts here, although there's nothing behind him. Like, I wonder if we should build him a fort here in, like, Malatya, or whatever this is. He'll get one in Halab. But, like, with forts up here, Gurkhani could just march straight in. But I agree, just for border gore purposes, let's do Rabba. And we could still do more, so let's do... Okay, that's probably the limit of what we can do. Anything more? Yeah. But I'm good with that. I think that cleans up the borders pretty well. And if the AI Latin Empire wants to go after them, more power to them. Yeah, hopefully he gets enough money to do it. It'll probably take him a while. I guess we let these guys go. We'll lose a stab here, revoking March. They hadn't lost their March bonuses yet. I should have kept them under 50. I guess that's my fault. And then we could also just beat Gurkhani in a war and they drop support. Who do we have to fight here? Yemen is a nobody. Kazakh is a nobody. Bengal has 53k. That's actually not that good of a Bengal game. Gujarat has 132. So between Gurkhani and Gujarat, that's 400. 160k dead for Empty Desert. Isn't that EU4? The manpower in this game, because there's no pop system, you can have these like crazy expensive wars that don't really cost you. It's almost like these guys are like robots that if you don't use them, they just go to waste. It's like such a grim approach to, you know, this era of history, but without pops, it's kind of like, what else can you do? Yeah, Gurkhani deck can clean up the border. Yeah, we could. Yeah, but it's getting kind of late here, so I'm probably going to call the stream so we can think about what the next move is. If we want a Gurkhani deck, that would let us keep Dalmatia. We could still do our Moldavia thing. It depends which superpower block we want to fight. Do we want to fight Spain, Bohemia, or Gurkhani, Gujarat? Or both? Which one first? Oh yeah, it's even worse than that in Arabia. Look down here. They've got this island off the Horn of Africa. Like, I don't know what happened here. I don't know if this was a vassal annexation or what this was. Yeah, I think it had to be, right? Yes, I'm with you, Chaotic. They do make it complicated, but wars are just, they're too cheap. They're like free in here. Like, you can win a war with like millions of casualties and your country just benefits massively. Whereas in real life, if you win a war with millions of casualties, your country is crippled. Like you don't have those stakes. But yeah, okay, I think I'll call it on this one. It's getting late here. Thanks for coming out and hanging out on a random Wednesday night. I'm hoping I might be able to stream Friday. If not Friday morning, then maybe Friday night. So hopefully sometime Friday. Did you guys get the 30-minute notification on this one? Or did it just pop up that I went live? Yeah, sorry about that, Jim. I'm Central Time and I gotta work in the morning, so I can't stay up too late. Did anybody get a notification on this one? You did not. Some of you are saying you didn't get a notification. like a couple hours before. So I don't know the best way to do that. I know YouTube, if you schedule it on YouTube, I think it's supposed to send out like a 30-minute warning. I don't think I can force anything more than that. I could do a community post, but there's no way to guarantee that that goes out to people either. So I don't really know the best way of letting people know, like, that I'm streaming. So if anybody's got ideas on that, I'm open to it. Okay, so you did get like the 30-minute thing. It's going to go live and then the stream start. Okay. Okay, some of you guys were just surfing and it popped up. Yeah, I think you're right, sharing community post and the YouTube auto thing. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'll call it here. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you in the next stream.